Alright, so Monday, February 11th, or 10th, I should say. Another day of class down. Another interesting class. Unfortunately, the video that I had wanted to show today to kind of give the kids the content in another avenue, which I like to do, would not play because of our internet or bandwidth problems. So I got together with kind of the IT director at the school, and we found a way to kind of bank the video to where it runs on the internal servers at Hoosick instead of over the internet. So I'm going to try that, not tomorrow, but likely Wednesday or Thursday. So that, was a different dynamic to class, obviously. The first class we tried it out with, it kind of caught us off guard because in our homeroom we were able to stream the first part of it, but unfortunately something must have happened between first and second period to where it was unavailable. But that's life. It wasn't a big deal. We moved on. We were able to quickly adjust. The first period, there were several kids missing past assignments, so we kind of used the remainder of class, kind of the last 30 minutes, to let them catch up on some of their assignments. It's not something we would necessarily prefer to do, but it was a good avenue, a good time to do that, especially because today we were telling the kids which assignments they missed, so if they had the opportunity to even complete one of those in class, it goes a long way towards them, obviously getting the work done, learning the content, but also, helping their grade in a way as well. And I'd rather have the kids get the work done, even if it's late, than not do it at all, just because they fear that they can't get the work in on time or whatever it may be. With the second two classes, knowing that the video likely wasn't to stream, we were able to switch over to like an alternative lesson that I had originally planned for tomorrow, but it fit perfectly in today and some of the stuff we've been doing over the last week and a half. So we started looking at Hindu gods and goddesses. Originally, in the third period, we just used the homeroom computer, but I signed out the computer lab for sixth period to where we were again able to do a little bit more in-depth of a lesson, which I think shows, a great deal of ability both on Miss Waldemeyer's part, but also my part as well, to be able to adjust with, some of these daily nuances, to where by, our third period class, we were able to have a solid lesson come across to where the kids will be, prepared for what we do tomorrow. Instead of going to the Buddhism video tomorrow, and the videos directly, or specifically on the Buddha, I should say, we're going to kind of continue with this Hindu gods. I had a feeling that it would take at least a period for the lesson to plan out, but I was estimating somewhere between 90 minutes. So tomorrow kids are going to start working in on another journal entry. They did one on the Indian caste system before. This time they're going to do it on Hindu gods, and in particular one that they really identify with. So I don't know whether it's a god of music. There's so many in different kinds of Hindu gods. There's 3 or 4 major ones. There's so many kind of secondary gods that I think the kids can really find ones both that like physically are intriguing and interesting to draw as part of the journal entry, but also to write about in response to 7 or 8 questions they'll be prompted with. So that'll be interesting, and I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And really hoping with that video that we will get to show the kids with it come Wednesday or Thursday, because again, delivering the content multiple ways through multiple avenues is essential. I really think that this video would be beneficial to the kids. I'm not one to show videos just to take up class time. However, using media the right way can be extremely impactful, and I felt the way that this documentary incorporated kind of art and creative visuals would really kind of attract the kids' senses, especially the ones who don't traditionally appeal to text. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that video hopefully work come Wednesday or Thursday. I went to an IEP meeting today, which was a great experience. A lot of it was restating what was in the IEP, checking with the parent to make sure that things are being followed or if anything needs to be adjusted, and things went well. The student overall is doing fairly well. I know in our class he's having a little bit of a tough time, but he's one of those students that you enjoy having. He comes to class with a smile each day, ready to work hard, and one of the most amazing things, in teaching is seeing a student get hooked. And when this student gets hooked into a subject that they really like, it's extremely enjoyable to see, to work with, and to learn from. I mean, I can't describe it any better than that. He came during one of his academic support periods to talk to me today about one of the Hindu gods he found. Really interesting, and it just shows you kind of the impact you can have as a teacher, but the importance it is to, again, engage students in multiple ways. This wasn't through a reading assignment, but instead their homework was to find that, as I mentioned, the Hindu God journal, a Hindu God that really appeals to them. And this student was able to find one that he really enjoyed. He's looking forward, because he's a very good drawer, to have the opportunity to draw this Hindu God and explain and probably share with the class a little bit of why it impacted him. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, the IEP meeting was great overall. I was, very happy to be invited into it. The parent involved was, nice enough to let me take part in it. I was able to, I think, help the process along, not just be a bystander and discuss, my interactions with the student, not just this year, but in kind of previous years subbing, and what I've kind of noticed, things that have, helped him or what distracts him, things like that. So I think it was a great experience for me, but I, hope my contributions to the meeting overall will be beneficial. And I look forward to, seeing that student tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to be excited about the Hindu God Journal, and I think it speaks a lot to, equity in a classroom. I think a lot of people can base their, support or intrigue towards certain students based off of, certain academic levels. But I think when you're a lot more open-minded and you understand that each kid can contribute to the classroom in their own unique way, I think it brings a lot more out of the class in general. And again, in terms of equity, I think it really hits the nail on the head there. With that being said, though, about 3:45 now, looking forward to going home, putting in some more notes and grades, and hopefully having a great day tomorrow. So I'll talk to you then.